TV soap, news, and spoilers. Is Mark's story coming to an end on Days of Our Lives? And is actor Jonah Robinson set to exit the show? These questions have been swirling among fans as the drama surrounding Mark's character reaches a critical turning point. Let's take a closer look at what's happening with Mark and whether his story is truly coming to a close. As viewers know, Mark has been walking a dangerous path ever since he arrived in Paris. He didn't come to the City of Light for pleasure. He was there on a mission, and not one of his own choosing. The mastermind behind it all? Clyde, the ruthless villain who's been pulling the strings from the shadows. Clyde had a sinister plan, and Mark, along with his sister Marin, was caught in the web of his manipulation. Clyde's orders were simple yet deadly. Fake Abigail's return, win Chad's heart, and marry him. It was a twisted scheme meant to get Chad to lower his guard, all while Clyde plotted something far more sinister. Once the marriage was secured, Mark was tasked with the unthinkable, killing Chad so that Clyde could seize control of the Demera fortune. Failure to comply wasn't an option. Clyde made sure of that by holding the ultimate leverage over Mark and Marin, their mother's life. If they didn't follow through with the plan, Clyde would have their mother killed. Trapped in a horrifying dilemma, Mark had no choice but to go along with the deadly mission. Now, after months of deception and manipulation, the plan is set to reach its tragic climax. With Chad and Abigail preparing to declare themselves husband and wife, Mark knows his next move is to carry out the murder Clyde has ordered. But things don't go as smoothly as Clyde had planned. When Mark bursts into Chad and Abigail's apartment with a gun, the tension in the room is electric. Chad, completely unaware of the betrayal brewing, is caught off guard. But it's Abigail who steps up, placing herself in front of Chad in a desperate attempt to save him from Mark's deadly plot. She pleads with her brother, urging him not to follow through with Clyde's orders. Her voice is filled with panic, but also love. She can't bear the thought of Mark becoming a murderer, especially for someone like Clyde. Just when it seems that the situation can't get any more dire, another player enters the scene, Steve. His arrival couldn't be more perfectly timed. Steve, who has been suspicious of Clyde's machinations for some time, bursts into the apartment, ready to stop the bloodshed. With tension hanging thick in the air, Steve confronts Mark, hoping to talk him down before he does something he can't take back. But as fans of Days of Our Lives know, things rarely go as planned in moments like this. Just when it seems like Steve might be able to defuse the situation, the sound of a gunshot rings out. The deafening blast shatters the tense silence, and in that split second, everything changes. The big question on everyone's mind is, who was hit? Could it be Chad, the intended target, or perhaps someone else in the crossfire? The most likely answer seems to be Mark himself. After all, he's the one with the gun, and the show's dramatic twists often come with unexpected consequences. If Mark ends up being the one who takes the bullet, could this be the end of his story? If Mark is indeed shot, it would be a fittingly tragic end to his arc. Torn between the love for his family and the deadly orders from Clyde, Mark has been a character stuck in an impossible situation. His actions, though driven by fear and desperation, have left him on the brink of no return. If he does fall victim to his own plan, it would be a poetic, albeit tragic, conclusion to his character's journey. This potential ending also raises questions about actor Jonah Robinson's future on the show. If Mark dies from the gunshot, it would almost certainly signal Robinson's exit from Days of Our Lives. For fans who have followed his character's journey, this departure would be bittersweet. Mark's story has been filled with drama, betrayal, and emotional turmoil, and Jonah Robinson's portrayal has brought depth to a character trapped in a moral gray area. However, Days of Our Lives is known for its dramatic twists and unexpected resurrections. Even if Mark is shot, there's always the possibility that he could survive, perhaps wounded but alive, and live to face the consequences of his actions. Whether Mark's story truly ends with a bullet or continues with new challenges remains to be seen. For now, all we can do is wait and see how this high-stakes moment plays out. Will Mark meet his end in this dramatic confrontation, or will fate have other plans for him? And how will his actions impact the lives of those around him, especially Chad, Abigail, and Steve? Whatever the outcome, one thing is certain: The next episode of Days of Our Lives is going to be one fans won't want to miss. The fate of Mark and the future of actor Jonah Robinson's time on the show hangs in the balance. Our TV channel Soap News and Spoilers is the place for those who want to know how the Salem story goes, as well as great Days of Our Lives updates and news. So subscribe to our channel to get what you want. Bye-bye.